Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Bloody Jacob here to bring you a figure collectible review, which I do every so often now. And this time we're going to be talking about the Dark Horse Tyrion Lannister. You guys can see this. I know my webcam isn't the best for showing off figures or anything like that, but hey, I still want to talk about it, so here you go. I see they call this a figure or figurine, but to me it's more like a bust or a statue type of thing, because obviously there's no articulation, and just the way it's sculpted and stuff, it's obviously more of a bust or a statue type of item. So that's why I'm going to put in the title. But yeah, you can find these on Amazon. They have them for a pretty good price, like around $19-20, or you can go to HBO's official store. They have them for around $25 or so. But they're not really that hard to find either. You can find them like an FYE type of store, or things of that nature too. But yeah, so I was gonna get a Jon Snow, especially after last night's episode. But I'm always partial to Tyrion. Him by far being my favorite character on the show. And if you guys seen a while ago, I did a review on the Funko Tyrion Lannister figure, the battle armor from season 2. So yeah, put these guys side by side. You can see they make these a little bit bigger, but which one's better to have, I don't know. It always depends if you like articulation or not too. Me, I like articulation, but I'm more in it for like the sculpt and detail side of things. Well, as far as the likenesses go, we're not really talking about this guy here, but I actually think this has a better likeness. It's not perfect whatsoever, but this one, there's just something really off about the face sculpt on this statue here. He kind of looks like an ape. He has like an ape type look to his face, which is kind of weird. And he looks like Tyrion's like a angry, like evil twin brother or something like that. I don't know. Like I said, this one isn't perfect, but I feel like it's a little bit more accurate. And I just feel like the hair is also more accurate on this one. With this one, the sculpt isn't bad or anything. The detail is fine. But it's a little bit too dark for Tyrion's hair, I think, whereas this one's a little bit more accurate. But anyway, we're not talking about this guy here. We are, however, talking about this. And like I said, the face sculpt on it isn't really good. It's okay, I guess. It's decent. I mean, I've warmed up to it a little bit since I got it. But the eyes are just kind of off. I mean, they're painted really well, but they're a little bit small and a little bit too narrow, I think. But I like the 5 o'clock shadow thing they give them. And like I said, the hair is a little bit too dark for Tyrion, but the sculpt on nonetheless is pretty good. And I don't know if the webcam picks it up well enough, but there is some good shading in the hair. And I'm glad I have a Tyrion something in his like regular clothing as opposed to the battle armor, so I'm glad to have that. And the paint on that is all really good too, and with all that, it kind of makes up for the so-so face sculpt. I mean, because I like all the detail on his Lannister gear and stuff of that nature. It's painted pretty well, like the buttons and the string and stuff like that are going down his vest here. So I like that really well. You can see it has his little dagger right along there. It's painted pretty well. And I kind of like it if you could actually like remove these hands and put like in a hand that's holding the dagger up or something like that. That'd be kind of cool. But like I said, this is more of a statue type of thing anyway. And then you get down there. The boots are nice. Again, I like the detail on the outfit, the clothing he has. That's probably the best part of it, besides the hair, I think. Even though the hair is too dark, but it's still sculpted nice. But the base, it's nothing really to write home about either, to be honest. The base, there's really nothing to it. It's obviously just a piece of land, a piece of dirt. You could be standing in any random spot with this underneath him. Kind of would have preferred if they just have him like in the Lannister and King's Landing somewhere, just have like the tiles or something under him instead. But this was okay too, and I mean, since it's a statue, more of a statue type of thing, it's good that they give us like something to stand it on, so we don't have to like try to balance it in that perfect sweet spot, so it's pretty easy to stand up like this. And yeah, kind of showed you a size comparison with the Funko figure already. And the map itself that he's looking at here, I can't really tell what it is because, it's facing him. I'm going to guess it's a map of Westeros or maybe one of King's Landing, I don't know. But, it's pretty fitting for Tyrion, we'll either have him holding a map or have him holding a book. And, like I said, the paint on the clothing's pretty good, I like the softer plastic they use for it. I like the rings on his hands. You guys can see that. Not too much bleeding going on there. Like I said, it's painted pretty nicely, but there's no real screw-ups with that. Nothing too major anyway. But I just think the face sculpt is kind of, it's not all completely awful, but it's not very accurate either. The hair again sculpted nicely, but too dark. So yeah, overall, it's okay. I mean, if you really like Game of Thrones, it's kind of good to collect these things. I mean, they have one of Jon Snow that looks like another member of the Night's Watch. So I won't really recommend getting the Jon Snow one unless you're a big fan of the character. They do have some for quite a few of the other characters though too. I've seen they have a Tywin and White Walker, which actually look pretty good. So I'd recommend getting those. I want to get the White Walker particularly, but yeah, I just want a White Walker something now, But yeah, overall it's okay. If you're a fan of the character, a fan of the show, it's not bad to have it all. And like I said, the likeness isn't really too good, but the rest of the sculpt and the paint and the detail is pretty good on it though. So yeah, check this thing out, figure it out for yourself. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. And peace. Oh yeah, I never got you to look at the packaging either. Packaging, pretty big. Nice shot of Peter Dinklage's Tyrion there, which looks nothing like the figure. Then you have a little description of Tyrion on the back, the price tag, which I didn't want to, scrape off of it. But yeah, okay, there you go. Yeah, catch you guys next time, most likely reviewing the little pop vinyl Cersei Lannister. And peace.